Welcome. This is episode, I guess, one. Let's restart. This is episode one of Nightly Ramble with your host, Zenith. And I just wanted to say this to whoever needs to hear this. Move the fuck on. Move the fuck on. It's over. It's done. Go to the next step. Currently, it is December 19th of 2025. Christmas is around the corner. And I just see a lot of things. I see a big cycle. I would call myself somewhat of a historian. I just randomly go find some interesting story for any old reason. I may find it interesting, I may have heard about it and just want to see it for myself, or I'll just be bored. And in finding so many stories in history about people and events, it's one big ass cycle. It's one big ass cycle, and you may be thinking, oh, this is your time to shine, your time to, you know, push people forward. But in all reality, it has already happened. It's like they say, there are no new there are no new ideas, just new executions. And you should try a new execution because what you're doing, someone else has done it, if not better or more effectively. And I won't bash you for doing something someone else did, because we do that all the time. That's how culture starts. But when you know too many people have done it, just do something else. And when you've done it to the max, move on. I just wanted to make this episode because I had a couple thoughts. I may come back to them just so you know it. But I don't know, I just felt like talking. There are like I say 3 episodes that are lost to time. I still have the files. If you want me to release it, I will. Just like comment, release the files. Hey, shit. No Epstein. But yeah, we are restarting. This is number 1 now. We're new channel, nightly ramble. Got my branding down. And if you want to know what I do here, anything I want, because it's my channel. I'm not doing this for profit. The real reason this channel exists currently is for voice acting, for me to practice or make a funny joke, just try my best and get my foot in the door of the voiceover industry. That's the point of this whole channel. And these rambles are just for me. Maybe someone else who needs to hear it. I try to drop a little bit of knowledge here and there. And speaking of knowledge, don't hold on to the past, because it's not healthy. You're going to obsess over it. You're going to think about it every single day, but it's not going to make it better. You will not always get closure on every single thing, and that's okay. You just have to accept that you're not going to get closure, and just feel fine with that. Life isn't all happy endings and fairy tales, as you may know. You may be going through something rough right now, but eventually it'll stop, and it'll be a distant memory. It may still hurt a little to remember, but it will numb over time. And then you're just going to be okay with it. And you're going to take the best ideas from that experience and move on. We all want to be someone that we're not currently. Not like literally you want to be somebody else, but be a better version of yourself. More knowledgeable, stronger, more seen. And that's okay to want. Sometimes I want that at times. But just remember, you have to work for that. You have to go towards that constantly. And you're not just going to be the brand new person you see, because you build on top of yourself. And the new person that you want to see, the old person will still be there. In some capacity, will still be there no matter how far removed you are now. Just remember, you build on top of yourself. You're not building a new self. remember to surround yourself with people that will help you. Actually, no. Surround yourself with good people. People you would like to be like. Sorry, you would like to be. I don't know. And this still works. Uh, for me, I want to say, I want to say I'm a wallflower. Hell no. But I just never had a lot of close friends in my life. Usually about one or two, and now it's just one. I'll just call one person my actual friend. I'll still call other people my friends just because be nice and open myself up. But I won't call if I'm in trouble. I'll really just call one. I don't expect the others to even have the ability to do something. But surround yourself with people that you like. It's like you see in TV shows. Always, have a main character. They always have a group of friends. Look at Naruto, Adventure Time, and usually the villain doesn't really have friends. It's not to say if you don't have friends you're a bad person, but they're showing you the goals, and it's kind of like a subliminal messaging. This this lonely person has no friends because any other reason in the show, but it's like it's attracting something negative to another thing or something positive to another thing. That's pretty separate. That's subliminal messaging, kind of like how cool characters used to smoke, and then people try to be cool by smoking. Some people think subliminal messaging is always bad. No, it can be positive as well. Like I don't know, propaganda. Actually, I think by definition, propaganda has to be bad. And if propaganda is positive, then it's like just regular advertising. I don't know. I'm not a. I don't have any qualifications or certificates to explain this. These are just my thoughts. If you don't trust everything I say, take everything I say with a grain of salt. I don't think you should trust anything you see someone else say completely. There should always be a somewhat disbelief. You can't just suspend your disbelief all the time. This isn't damn Tom and Jerry. Let's move to a more positive note. If you want to do something and you really want to do it, you can. I do believe you can. Because if you look at throughout history, people have done horrible things on a mass scale, and you don't think you can do one good thing? Bullshit. You can. But be realistic with what you're doing, as in the strategy. You're not going to make make a rainbow just by wishing really hard upon a star. You need to go outside, go grab a hose, and spray water in the air. Boom, rainbow. And be knowledgeable about the effect you want, because I don't want to sound pretentious, but I look through artist's an artist's vision, as in making something good for the sake of being good, for the sake of consumption. But in the world I live in currently, you make something for profit. That thing doesn't have to be good. As long as numbers go up, that thing does not have to be good. And know where you're going into, because you may want to go into a industry and it's going to prioritize profit over actually being good for people. Like, McDonald's exist, sodas exist. Like those things are. I can name 50 more things that are not good for people and it still exist and thrives. Damn, I sound like such a fucking bummer. I swear I'm not this much of a bummer in real life. I just want to try to help people. Yeah, let's move back to me. I'm not doing anything. Uh, I enjoy voice acting because I just enjoy bringing characters to life. That sounds so funny. Everyone says that shit. Fucking hell. Uh, I just like having a translating emotion for a character. It's basically just regular acting. Translating something on paper, an idea to paper to on screen. I just find that so incredible, so infantilized by it. And you can see on this channel that I do some of that work, and I try to do the best I can. I may have shitty audio occasionally, but I do try my best to stick the take. And also I like just my goal for voice acting is to voice act the most characters, if not as many as possible, because I don't know, I just like the idea of just this idea of just voicing so many fucking characters, because I look at all the voice actors I enjoy and they do a whole bunch of characters all at the same time. Like even do like a standard Hollywood actor and compare all their roles to someone of a similar age slash career age in voice acting. The voice actor usually has like 4 times the amount of roles, and I just find that really interesting. Like look at Tom Kenny. Well, let me see if I can name off as many Tom Kenny characters as I remember. SpongeBob, of course, the Ice King, the mayor from Powerpuff Girls, the narrator from Powerpuff Girls, that I general from Wander Over Yonder, and just I don't know. I just find you doing your job and being associated with something positive, it's just good. It's just good, and that's what I want to do. I want to say I'm a happy person. I'm not gonna bring someone else down on purpose or for no good reason, but I like lifting people up, and voice acting is one of the few things that actually make me happy. It's like I think a lot of people can, if they really think about it, what makes them happy. It's not a whole lot of things, and I might sound like a dick saying my family doesn't make me happy. Yeah, my family, I'm glad to have my family around, but like ask any parents, they love their children. They don't really like their kids. That's not everybody. I'm putting words in people's mouths, but a parent may understand that. Like they love their child a lot, but they don't really like their child. Like I'll say they're. Now I'm gonna air my shit out. I need to calm down. But I think you can feel where I'm getting towards, and just actually enjoying this. Now I want to. That's why I'm trying to be professional with this, so I can actually make a livelihood off it. Because a big goal for everybody is getting a job you actually like. Because the norm is getting a job you fucking hate, or you hate over time. I had a couple jobs at like fast food places, and like they're fine, other than like the people being dickheads. That's like the biggest thing about working. You can have a pretty simple, easy job. Move this thing to this place, make this, and just repeat it. But people are just gonna be dickheads about it. Like no one's trying to hurt you. We're all just trying to get through this fucking shift and get paid and leave to go do whatever. Don't actively put negativity out in the world for no reason. If you have to, let there be at least a positive reason to put bullshit out there. Like, I don't know, education. I like education, but like fucking chemistry and physics, eat a dick. Like, sure, I passed those classes with A's. Don't get me tripping. I passed my shit with all A's, but fuck those things. But they are good because now we know how to make fucking drones and planes and medicine for people. This is a weird first episode. this thing, this is technically my 4th episode of this, but like I said earlier, some those fucking other episodes got banished to the shadow realm. Damn. I think the funny thing about my voice is that to me I sound younger than what I am, and to people I sound to other people they think I'm older than what I am. Like they look at me, they think I'm older than what I am. I'm not putting out my age. Fuck out of here. But it's funny. It's like my voice is younger. I'm in the middle, and then what I look like is older. But I currently you can't tell what age anybody fucking is. You got really young teenagers trying to look old. You got really old people trying to look young, and it's like trying to deduce someone's age off looks is not gonna work. Off fashion, yes, you can. Off looks, fuck no. I'll say this goes for women mostly. With guys, I can gauge how old you are unless you're like, if you're in the 20s range, I'm I'm gonna either you're 25 and over or 25 and lower. This is dumb. I need to give like a negative knowledge. Here's one. In America, there's this pretty basic interviewing question for like if you want to get hired. It's where do you see yourself in 5 years? And I despise that question because how am I going to know where I am in 5 years unless I'm on a predetermined path and expect to be somewhere? It's like high school is usually for 4 years. I can say, oh, graduated at the if my interview is out of my freshman year, where do I see myself in 4 years? I'll say graduated because there's an expectation of that and a clear guide to that. But just like randomly, where do you see yourself in 5 years? A lot of people don't fucking know that. Like you can ask, I don't know, the most powerful person in the world, where do you see yourself in 5 years? And unless it's predetermined, like I'm out of office, they don't know. They're just gonna try to be doing their best. And I decided to switch that question instead of where do you see yourself in 5 years? What do you see yourself still doing in 5 years? I feel like more people will be able to answer that because think, what will you still be doing in 5 years that you are doing today? A lot of people say be around their family, still working. And for me, I'll say I would still be doing voice acting, whether it's for free on this YouTube channel or for getting paid by somebody professionally. I will still do that because I enjoy it that much. And at times, sometimes you just need to rearrange your thoughts, look at it from a different perspective, and it can help you move further. Um, my grandfather, he's a pretty good guy. Do I know a lot about him? No, but it's one thing he has taught me that I still stand by till this day is basically it's no matter where you go, try to take as much information in as possible. You can be in a bad place, you can talk to bad people, but try to take a lesson from them, some type of information. Because I guess for him, if you don't learn anything or take anything, any evidence, nothing, it was a waste of time completely. That kind of mirrors one of my own mottos is you will never regret a moment if you learn from that moment. Quote quote me because that's my shit. But I do take what he said seriously, and I've been in situations where it's like, oh my god, this is a shitty ass situation, but at least I'm learning from it. Like internships. If anyone has done an internship, you know how it either can be pr- pretty good and simple or just fucking hell, like complete fucking hell, and a lot of them will be fucking hell. Oh god, my internship. It wasn't bad, just my boss is such an asshole at times. And what I learned is arguing ain't really gonna fix it because because your boss probably just wants you to do something and you may be trying to do it and they just want you to do it, and there's no point in arguing. And I kind of learned to shut up and just move. And in life, I've seen a lot of people. You're kind of taught to speak up for yourself, to defend yourself, but in the face of authority, that basically means nothing. One thing you can't do is argue with authority. You can reason with authority, you can't argue with authority. And even if you try to reason, authority may be seeing it as arguing. And what I learned is to just shut up, do your best, and reap in what you sow. You do a good job, by the end, they'll just say, oh, you did a good job. Not you were being difficult. In the world I live in, power and authority is pretty much fucking supreme. You have never seen someone without power or authority change the world at all. Like looking throughout history, never. Without any power or authority, no one. Even look at like Jesus. He had super. They say he had supernatural powers, and his authority kind of came from his lineage. Does Jesus have nepotism? Shit, that's kind of funny to think about. But yeah, I just did my best, didn't argue, and by the end, I'm not going. Hey, my boss said I was one of the best, and I learned to just sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut. That's a big thing. That's what I'm trying to get to earlier about arguing with authority. Sometimes you just gotta keep your mouth shut because what you want to yell about mostly just doesn't matter, or probably does not matter as much as you think it is at that moment. Sometimes it is good. It's the right thing to speak up, but all that's you just won't win the fight. And sound like a downer again. Fuck. I say this to be real on a certain level, because this shit ain't a movie, and you're not gonna get applause, or people aren't always gonna chant behind you. They're just gonna be like, okay, and move on. Sometimes just go to your job, do the best you can, and move on. To go back what I said earlier about having a artist view on things, I'll say I was having a conversation with myself earlier about ending things, because there's a dual mandate. It's if you have good things going, let's say like a show, people usually want you to keep going if it's still good, but you also want to end it on a positive note, but then that conflicts with keep going if it's still good. And if you look at it from a different point of view, a view of business, this is pretty good mandate. Keep going if it's still good, and if it's bad, then you most likely just leave it. Beating a dead horse, basically. At this moment in time, there's a show called The Amazing Digital Circus, made by Gooseworks and Glitch Productions. And what was the episode that just came out? Episode 7? That was a gas episode, not gonna lie. Hey, I won't spoil it, just go watch the series for yourself. But the next 2 episodes is gonna be 9 in total. That's gonna be the end. At least that's what Gooseworks says. At least that's what I heard them say. And I was just wondering, or just having a conversation about how this show can like go for a season 2, depending on how you end it, but it it doesn't need to. Like you have just a great 9 episodes, and move on to the next project. And it's kind of sad. Currently, the big thing is, it's always been a thing. I'm not gonna say like it's new, but just keep milking something over and over and over and over and over. And at this moment in time, uh, that's happening too much with things to where new things aren't very like seen in the mainstream, right? Or like when something new does come out, no one really cares. I don't care. Like, what's the movies that came out? Was Sinners last year or this year? I think it was this year, earlier this year. Sinners was cool. That's probably gonna get a whole bunch of damn sequels. That's really unneeded. Um, what else? What the fuck? It was like No Time to Die, or God, there was a movie came out, it had like fucking Robert Pattinson. One thing after another. That's the title of the movie. One thing after another. Um, I haven't heard anything much about it, and I did not care to go see it. And I even think about the movies I did want to go see, like Weapons came out this year, and it's something about like kids going missing on some Pied Piper shit. And I still have not seen it, and I don't even know if it's even in theaters anymore. That's how long it's been. Then after that random thought, I thought about how there was a period of time where people just went to the movies not knowing which movie they're going to go see. Like you got to think about that because the expectation of movies were just to kind of be good, and they were cheap as well. Like not now, bro. I took my family forward to the movies. That shit cost $60. Like what the fuck? That's a whole ass dinner. I find that funny, but yeah, I think there's only been one time in my life where I actively went to a movie that I did not expect or want to see, and that was when I saw Everything Everywhere All at Once back in like 2022 or 2021, and that movie was pretty fucking good because I wanted to go see Batman, the Batman that came out that year with Robin Pattinson again. Hey, and that movie was great, and I think it felt great because I didn't expect anything from the movie. I did see previews. I did want to see that movie as well, but not at the time. I was ready to go see no goddamn Batman. Something in the rain. Yo, when that movie came, that song was fucking everywhere. That shit was gas though. Just that one part, just that 5 seconds was cool. I don't know the full fucking song at all. Let's move to the next subject of mindfulness. Just knowing how you feel, knowing what your mind is thinking and going through, and realizing what it needs. I find a lot of times I would need decompression of just all the tension in my mind. Is I'm always constantly thinking of either something I need to do, get done, and it's kind of like a lot of stress on myself. And to decompress, I'd find out these things over like years of just just randomly doing stuff and just yada yada. But to decompress, I take a walk, like just a random walk. Just go walk around your neighborhood if you can. I have a playlist of like calm music. I listen to that and just sit down. I don't lay down because I lay down all the damn time, but just like sit up in like a chair and just listen to music, calm music with positive positive messaging. I'll say, or meditate. I meditate multiple ways. Some and usually there's like a routine I do beforehand. Something simple like I sweep my floor. If you can vacuum your floor, and where I swept and made all clean, I would sit down with my back pressed against the ground, my arms and legs out, and just feel myself against the floor. And I'll do either two things. I would, listen to music like I did previously, or I would just set a 10-minute timer and don't go on your phone. Just lay on the floor and think. And you may be like, "What am I going to think about?" Like your thoughts will come. A big thing is boredom, trying to get your brain bored. And I know it may have been a long time before you've been just bored with zero stimulation, but hey, you're gonna be like you're a kid again. And if you're a kid that grew up on an iPad, this is gonna be your first time doing this, getting bored. And thoughts will just come to you. Just random thing like, oh, why didn't this happen? Or that would be cool. Just like thoughts that interest you because it's your own brain. And maybe there'll be some loud thoughts. And I'll say instead of hiding those thoughts, confront them. Think 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 them out, and you'll realize that it will hurt less after you thought about it. Mindfulness is a very big thing I am about, and just take some time for yourself. A big thing is people wanting your time and like go to school, get all these assignments done, or go to your job, yada yada yada. People at home, yada yada yada. And sometimes just take a moment for yourself to decompress. Because you can't just be, a big old stress ball. You're eventually gonna break. As a kid, I thought I could save the world. I saw a whole bunch of characters on the TV helping people, and I eventually learned about all the bad things in the world, and I thought I wanted to help it, I wanted to save it. But as I get older, I kind of realize I can't save the world, but I can help the people around me. Whether that is, alleviating some pain, maybe just talking to somebody, small things like that. You can be something positive in this world, and that's a good thing. Why would that not be a good thing? I know people will disagree with me, and you're fully well to do that. You're fully well to defend your ideas. But if you take anything from me, please take things that will help people or help yourself. Motherfuckers fight every day, but I'm I'm not gonna keep fighting without an end, because what's the point is infinitely fighting? I'm just gonna go off and do something else. I'm just gonna just go off and have my own fun. The fight got boring, so hey, I'm gonna go have some fun now. Shit. All right, we've gone long enough. I want to do something at the end of every episode. I guess a song recommendation. Today's song is "Expectation" by Little Darky. That shit. Hey, hey, just go listen to it, man. Don't even think about it too hard. Just go listen to it. Y'all be safe.